Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to create this beautiful card with the from the Birds and Bees collection, created by Susan TIERNEY-COCKBURN. And this is just a beautiful collection, many different flowers in it, and of course the parasol. You saw me make this card right here, and this has the pom-pom flower. And then the other day we made this one. I did the wax seal. I love a wax seal. And I cut the embossing folder here, although I did make a slimline card, and then we used the autumn serenade up here and the foliage, the autumn foliage here. Today we're going to use the Black-Eyed Susan. I am an affiliate. If you click on any of the links below and order any of your crafting supplies, I do receive a small commission. That's at no cost to you. I sure do appreciate everyone clicking on my links and supporting me in my crafting journey here with my YouTube channel and everything that we do together. I love to craft, and you guys know I love to craft. So, and I'm very fortunate that Spellbinders sends me nice product to do that with, right? Okay, so let's see, what are we going to use today? We're going to use, this is the basket of sunflowers right here. This is a 3D slimline embossing folder, but as you saw in the other video, I cut the paper and used part of it. So you can also cut, layer, and use it on an A2, which will probably be my next one, card that I do. But this is a 3D embossing folder, and the way you know that, where Spellbinders puts E3D. It'll always tell you right there, E3D. Sometimes it'll say ESS or SES. And that's not 3D. That's just the regular embossing folder. But it always says 3D if it's 3D. Then I'm going to use the Serenade of Autumn collection of sentiments. And so there's a thankful and a grateful and a happy birthday and thanks and best and wishes and a for you. Today we're going to use the for you. And the collection, the Black-Eyed Peas, just has these 3 dies in it. And it'll tell you here on the die, I love when they do this, cut 2 to 3 times. Okay, so for however many flowers that you want to do. And then this one, to make the flower, cut 2 times. Right there. And then these little wonky stars are the centers. And it really, really makes it look like they're seeds. I've already cut them out and have them in my little dishes. And we'll only do, you know, like part of this. I already cut out the shadow dies of the For You from the sentiments, and I did the For You here. I already backed this with a little adhesive strip, and then we're going to peel that off and put those on there in just a second. I have all of my flowers cut here, and we're going to ink everything up and then use some solar paste. I am crazy addicted to solar paste. I want it now in every single color that Simon Hurley has. This is Golden Hour. It was the first jar that I've ever purchased, and I'm using it like crazy. So if you want a little mixed media and want to try something that's very easy, you're going to see me do it today. It's so simple. I highly suggest solar paste. I'm going to peel these off of here. Let's get our sentiments done. What's great about adhesive sheets is that you actually make stickers, and you don't have to use your, you know, your wet glue or any kind of glue. So as it cuts, you make your sticker. Now I'm just going to peel this off of here, just gingerly, okay, because it's thin. And there could be parts that are not detached because it's such a thin cut. And this happens all the time. You see me do this all the time. Just take your time, and then I just get in here and I snip it. It's just because the dies are just so close, okay? There we go, and there's the 4. Now I'm left-handed. I say this all the time also, so I'm going to work from right to left. If you're right-handed, you'll work from right to left. Or I'm sorry, from left to right. And I just place this down on my shadow die, almost like it's a slinky. And I just kind of push it into place, just like that. There's our 4. Let's get the U here. Sometimes I use liquid glue with this, but here lately, with these being so thin, I have found that using the adhesive sheets, I get a really great result. here we go. And we'll just toss that right here. Now just kind of let that fall onto the shadow die. Okay, position it where I like. Perfect. Now in just a little bit I'll put some, I'm going to pop this up with some foam. Now let's go ahead and do a little bit of 3D embossing. I'll push all my flowers out of the way here. Put them in a little container. Get my dies into another little container. Okay. Oh, let's talk about the card base first before we do that. I have the base is 8.5 by 7, scored at 3.5. This is the size slimline I like to use. I seem to have great results with layering, and some people do like a skinnier one, which I think is fantastic also, but I happen to like this 8.5 by 7, scored at 3.5. The black layer is 3.25 this way by 8.25 this way. So I'm taking everything down by 1/4 of an inch so that I get my pretty layers. And then this piece right here, it's kind of a rusty color of cardstock. Oh, do you see this fuzz right here? Either my blade's a little dull, or a lot of times when the color is very intense or very thick, even the cardstock. I take an old nail file and I just come across it. It takes that fuzz right off, okay? And we're going to emboss this, and this piece is 3 by 8. So see, it will just layer nicely right there. And I used a little vanilla cardstock there just for the difference, just to do something a little bit different, and I think that's very fall-like. So, let me get my platinum and my 3D embossing folder and my piece of paper. And I'm going to place this right in here. Now every machine, I say this every time, every machine has its own kind of sandwich, okay? This one here is A, my embossing folder with the paper, and then plate D, and I see that the opening is toward the machine, so that's how I want to do it. But I want to just set this in here, and I'm going to kind of come over a little bit. Really doesn't matter. You could even set it in the middle, but I wanted to get 3. Do you see how I'm doing it? You know, the 3 sunflowers in there. I didn't want to come down the center and cut them all off, okay? I definitely wanted 2 big ones. So you could go to either side. What I love about this folder is the basket weave on it, guys. The basket weave is, I love that. I absolutely, wow, I love that. Okay, so here we go. And we'll just crank this through. And let's see what we get. Embossing folders are such a fantastic way to add texture to a card. Look at that. Wow. And I mean, it's 3D. It's really impressed. I love a good 3D embossing folder. And you know, I really don't have a preference. If it comes in 3D or the regular, I love embossing folders. There's a lot you can do with them. And yeah, so but this with the sunflowers is phenomenal. I can't open the drapes yet because I have a sun glare coming in, and so there might be a little shadow. Okay, let's go ahead and attach this to the front here of our card. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to place that right there. Use any kind of adhesive that you'd like. I'll find you a vanilla cardstock that's on either scrapbook.com or Spellbinders, okay? A creamy color cardstock's always great. I'm still using what I had left from Stampin' Up. And okay, so I haven't been a demonstrator now for almost a year, and I am still not through all of the paper that I had. I'm just saying, okay? There we go. Then we'll put that right there. Nice. And I'm still not through all of the Tombow glue that I've purchased from there. And I'm still not through all of my embellishments either. So that it's been a complete year. Now I've purchased some embellishments that I've really liked. You see me use that crystal mix all the time from Spellbinders. I really like it. And the other day I checked and it was back in stock. Oh, and the other day I checked and these babies were back in stock. So I will post those below. Now, okay, that was the other day. I don't know what's happening today, to tell you the truth. Okay, so here's that. Now, let's move this aside. And now I'm going to get in my little mat. I love this mat. I purchased the 14 by 14 mat. It's big enough for me. This holds my ink cubes down and my projects down also because it's silicone. Okay, so let's dump these babies out. And now with these flowers, okay, we want to color front and back. I'm going to do one set with you. And then, so there's a little one and a thicker one, okay? I'll do one set and then I'll do the others off camera, okay? So here we go. Just not to, I know my videos are always long. It's like watching HGTV. I don't know what to say. And okay, so let's go ahead and get some green here. I'm going to use the light spruce first. I love Gina K inks, and I like to purchase cubes. I like little cubes. They take up less space for me, and then when I run out of ink, if I'm like, well, okay, that was a nice color, I'd like to try something different, you know, then it's easy kind of to switch inks out. Just to try, you know, different things. Because I don't have this huge ink pad that I feel obligated to. Look at how nice this is that I'm putting my color down. I'm not holding it. My silicone mat is. This is the light spruce that we are using. Just like that. Then I'm going to go in with my dark spruce. And look at how the pad, this holds this down, okay? I'm not going to change my brush because I'm going into the dark. So I'm going to take down here. Okay, and then I'm going to just come up, and it doesn't matter, and let it blob, because wait till you see what we do. Let it do that, okay? All right, so here we go with that. I'll move these to the side. And let's see, let's do, I don't know, let's do dark carnation. Let's do that one, okay? So I'm going to take this red, and both of my flowers, oh, wait a minute, guys, wait, back up, back up, back up. You want to do the other side. With this one, you definitely want to do the other side. You're just going to go into the light. With this one, just in case you see the back side of it. I was watching her do this, so just in case. And I'm not going to shade this, okay, but I do want color down on it. Yeah, that's what was a little bit different about this, is that you definitely want to color both sides, okay? And then it's this side that I'll put the solar paste on where I have my little blobs. And I love those blobs. I usually never say that, but I do love them. Okay, now let's back to our flowers, okay? And again, we're going to color both sides. I have the dark carnation. These are fantastic. These inks come in like threes. The yellow ones didn't, but the spruce and the carnation come in sets of threes, so that you always have lightest to darkest in 3 sets, and I like that. We're just going to add color. And I'm just pouncing on like blobs, if you want to. Blobs of color. Now back here, I'll just go ahead and color. Now this on the back, again, I did not do the solar paste on the back. It's just to add color because my flowers pop up. Cute. Okay, let's do this one. You see, honest to goodness, guys, I am not taking pains with this whatsoever. Good. Nice. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, let me get a piece of scrap paper. Because this part you want to do on paper, okay? I'll do the rest of these off camera for us. I just don't want to get anything on them. Okay. And then these two. You definitely want paper because you want to throw it away. Okay, get your solar paste. I'm going to use my finger. This is a Simon Hurley technique. Hey, if they do it, I do it, you know? And I'm just adding this to each one. And as you can see, what's going to happen is the ink kind of reactivates a little bit. And then you get this wonderful dimension where you've put that blob of ink. And wait, when we twist everything up, you're going to love it. So I just come in here with this solar paste on my finger. Of course, you can use a pouncer or, you know, even a sponge dauber you could use. Hey, always remember, I post the, when I said sponge dauber because they're free at scrapbook.com right now, I always post advertisements over on my Facebook page. And that link is below. Also, just follow me over there. I don't email or I don't do any of that kind of marketing anymore. Just click over there while you're drinking your coffee in the morning, you know, and see what the specials are. Okay, so now we have to wash our finger, right? I want to make sure that these are lifted off of here. I don't want them to stick to my paper, okay? So I'm just going to kind of move them around a little bit. Good, that's good. I know that one's good. This one might be a little stuck. Okay, now these need to dry, and you can already see the gorgeous shimmer that we're getting, okay? But they need to dry, and then I'm going to color the rest of them. But this is what we will, in the end, attain. Isn't that pretty? But that's why we colored the back sides of them, okay? Because I want to pop these up. That's the way these flowers go. I also colored, like I said, the back of the greenery, just in case you see a little bit of it. But there we go. All right, I'm going to clean up a little bit, do some more coloring, have some fun, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and make the last flower. So here they are all colored with the solar paste on them, and they're dry. Aren't they pretty? So fun. Look at that. Ah, I love it. And now I'm going to take the little stylus. I know you guys have these. This came out of a tool, and I just use it like this. I don't know. So I just push these in, okay, just like that. And I take my glue, and you definitely want to cup them a little bit first, okay? I learned that. I thought, well, I'll do it flat and then I'll cup it. No. No, you want to cup them first to give it just a shape. Just like that. Okay, alternate your petals. And with this, you just do 2, it said, petals. I suppose you could place more, but I also feel like maybe these black-eyed Susans might not be, you know, like petally, you know, like really thick, like a sunflower is real petally to me. It's real thick. Okay, now right here, I already had all of these cut, okay? And what we want to do, this is what I did. I just took my glue and I came in here and I just did the center, okay? Nice amount of glue there in the center. I took my little stylus on the little end right here, and each and every one of these is the right side up. and I just poke them to give them like a little cupped shape. Just give them each and every one a slightly cupped shape. Basically, you just don't want them flat. Just like that. I'm going to take a pair of tweezers here. I found that this was the best. I found like the pickup tool got in the way, and so I did better with tweezers. And we're just going to lay these in this glue. Now remember, the glue dries. If I get it off of here, it's probably sticky from me doing the other ones, right? The glue dries clear. Woo! And these things will, you know, they'll kind of fly around like tiddlywinks kind of thing. Just have a little patience and just kind of pick them up and stick them right here in the center. And don't worry, I'll show you what we're going to do to squish them down. Sometimes you need a couple of tools, right? And we're going to use every single one because we're going to layer them. Each of them is just like a different little shape. And you just have to do one cut because they're all on one die. Come on. I didn't realize my instrument here was so sticky with glue. But I had done the other two, so I guess that's why. So as you can see, I'm just adding the bulk, okay, into the center here. Do a little better with my finger, right? So I have 4 left, and I just want to dot some glue. For those guys. Stick. And so what this is doing is just making it thick in the center. I'm just going to use my fingers. They are less sticky than my instruments. Okay. All right, now what I did was I just kind of took the flour and cupped it around these because apparently black-eyed Susans have the little seeds in the center. So I just kind of cupped it around just like that. Now here's my other 2 dried. So you can really manipulate the petals around. Isn't that pretty? And then right here is the other one. And that really came out. They really came out great, okay? All right, now let's go ahead and get our leaves just like we did in the last one. I'm going to put the tweezers up there, bend it around, okay? No twisting on this, just bending, she shows. And I'm going to bend it. And I'm going to go on to the flip side, and I'm going to take my little stylus here, and I'm going to just go round to flip that tip of that leaf back, which just is so realistic on the card. Look at just by doing that, how wonderful these look, and the shimmer, okay? I just love the shimmer. I just want that to come in. Good. Oh, we are in good shape here. All right, now, let's put this away. We're done with that. And put a few other things away here, get them out of my way. And now I want to bring my card base in. And I want to go ahead and start to place my flowers. I'm going to use my round adhesive. There's a whole adhesive bundle that I love from scrapbook.com. It has large and small round and large and small squares. And these are the larger rounds that come with it, which is perfect, absolutely, for the back of this. They fit perfectly. Up. I'm not all the way dry on this one. Here you go. Okay. As you can see, the flower itself can take a lot of abuse, right? So there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and place this one up here. And I'm just really scared to death to push on it because it's just, this one's wet. I know what I'll do. I'll push from the back. Okay. Well, we're going to have to let that one dry, okay? But you get the idea, all right? And now these are dry, so let's go ahead and do those. You see the little, it goes right on the back easily. And then nothing comes off. And then I'm just going to place this here and fan this out a little bit and just push it down and squish that up. And remember, the glue dries clear. No big deal. No big deal at all on that. I should have let that dry. Here we go. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. It's almost there. Oh, look how pretty. Okay, another little round dot of foam right here. And I'm going to just make our little bouquet, our trio of flowers is so pretty. Just like that. I'm still concerned up here because I'm rushing, and you see it. Make it work. There we go. Okay. So the flowers are supposed to pop up, right? Now let's go ahead and put the 4U down here. Put our little U here. I put my foam on the back. And the 4 right there. Kind of just offset it a little bit. Now let's work with these leaves. So each flower gets a little one and a bigger one. And where we had bent the leaves, go ahead and put a little glue on that edge. And then take your leaves and just poke them right in here. And they'll sit. Because they're going to sit right on this ledge right here with the glue and adhere to the card. Now this card is very three-dimensional. You know, I have to admit. Very, very three-dimensional. There we go. Now let's get 2 over here. One here. I'm kind of making sure that my little leaves don't come off of the colored cardstock onto the black. Keeping everything on that one panel. Whatever you like, though, is good for you. I put this little guy back here. Let's cross them up just a little bit. Under that petal, right? There we go. I want that at a little bit more of an angle. Oh, cute. Let's bring this one out. There we go. Look at that shine. I love the solar paste, absolutely. And like I said, that's the only color that I have so far. That will change. Right there. And look, I wanted to show you this. I got a little bit of the pink on this one, okay? And, but it made the leaf look fantastic. So here we go. You see that pink on the back? That's funny, right? But I thought that I was like, oh, I've got to make another leaf. And then when I look, I was like, no, you don't. It looks great. It looked great. Went that a little bit shorter. All right. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. All right, let's use some little gems here. Like they're dewdrops. Right here. And then we'll just do 3 of them down here. Just to make it look fantastic. And odd numbers, always odd numbers. So you see there's 3 flowers, okay? And there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gems. So always odd numbers makes your cards look balanced. For whatever reason, that is the truth. So there's that. All right, here's our card for today. I love this. Oh my goodness, so sweet. I think they came out fantastic. Again, I love the solar paste. This embossing folder is to die for. I love the basket weave in it and just how detailed those sunflowers are. Absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.